it. Project spirits key, Zippo in a packet. Cell phone rings, he's gone before it finishes. Smoke in the hall, footsteps, midnight business. My daddy's got a rhythm in the moonlight, chrome heart cowboy in the crossfire tonight. He's a shadow with a silver little sunrise.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host with the most, Prince Magnum, and this is In Your Face. Folks, we're going to talk about a subject that, the series In Your Face has always been designed by its very nature that, again, in a proverbial sense, I'm walking up to you, you younger folks, grabbing you by the collar and bringing you in just a little bit and telling you how the world really works, okay? Now, all of that being said, let's kind of dive into this particular subject that it's not going to be easy for a lot of you guys, but I know a lot of our lady mavericks are definitely going to appreciate it. Okay, so Maverick Nation, other than some of the stories I've told you guys, when is the last time that some of you have heard about, maybe there's a car accident and a guy, slams on his brakes, jumps out, and helps pull people from a car that he doesn't even know. He's probably never going to see them again, but pulls them out so they have a chance of living. Maybe the car's on fire, whatever the case. Saves some kids, from that car. Maybe it's just caught fire, whatever the case. When's the last time we heard about that? When's the last time we heard about a guy, maybe there's a woman, she's being, strong-armed by a guy or two, and it doesn't look good for the woman, and this man goes charging in to save that woman that he doesn't even know her name, has never met her before. When is the last time we've heard about a guy like that? Other than the stories I've told you guys, a lot of you out there have told me, I don't think I've heard of any of these stories. Some of you are too young to have heard these stories. Kind of sad, isn't it? So now that we've kind of established that, let me say, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, there are still people out there like that. We just don't hear about them. But these type of men are in short supply, okay? Most men nowadays will take out their phone and video record it, and there's no real action. So part of kind of bringing you in and telling you how the world works, if you're one of those guys, how can you look at your other half? How can you look at your kids, your mom, your dad? How can you look at anyone and say, I'm a good person, I'm a good man, when all you did was hold up a phone? Okay? The men that would do this, we had a name for them, men of action. So that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences as being a man of action. And when I say I'm going to be sharing my personal experiences, some of these stories, some of you out there have already heard. We're going to talk about the infamous story where I beat the crap out of some drunk guy who was actually about to seriously harm his girlfriend. Beat the crap out of him. We're going to tell that story again, but this time not in a live stream. We're going to tell the story right out where it's recorded to YouTube, and it's recorded for a reason, okay? We're also going to talk about 2 criminal cases that I've been involved in, and I was brought in as an independent investigator. Now, really quick, for those that don't know, I do have a medical background, and there was a time I fractured a few laws when I was much younger, and hung out with a bad crowd, I guess you could say. and stuff like that. And we're going to talk about how I got involved in those cases with basically, a very normal skill set and then an unusual skill set, and how that helped me do independent investigation. Which, by the way, again, I'm not going to say that, that I'm licensed for it or anything, but I have a 100% success rate. 100%. Anytime I go into an investigation, I've never not been able to solve that case. Okay? If I've got all the evidence in front of me. We're going to talk about that sort of thing. And as we tell the stories, I'm going to give you all a heads up now. We're going to kind of begin, kind of laying the groundwork. We're going to talk about 2 criminal cases that I am now involved in. One of them is coming to a close. Okay? We're going to get an arrest soon. People of Atlanta, Georgia, you're welcome. That's where we'll leave it at the moment. All right? People of Atlanta, Georgia, you're welcome. And another case that will actually take me across the Atlantic, of all things. And I'm going to apologize now because there's going to be some trigger warnings with that one. Okay? Some big time trigger warnings. We're going to be seeing somebody probably locked up for a very, very, very long time for some very, very bad things. But we will get to that as the series progresses, okay? So just heads up, there's going to be a lot of places that we're going to go, and in the end, my objective is to hopefully take some of you guys that all you would do before is hold up a camera and film, and turn you into guys that would be willing to, to go out there and do what some people might consider dangerous, but it's not really dangerous. It's just that you can't turn a blind eye. I think you all understand what I'm saying. Basically, risking a little bit to save a whole lot. And you don't even know what you're really, you don't even know who you're saving. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? If you said yes, really quick, that's not how YouTube works, okay? I talk to the camera, you watch the screen when the video goes up. If you said yes to that, I mean, well, it's freaking funny. But anyhow, so that's where we stand with it, okay? Is to hope that more of you are willing to step up and be men of action. Now, all of that being said, folks, again, there will be some trigger warnings throughout this video series. I'll try to get, I'll try to give you guys a heads up if there's going to be trigger warnings. But hopefully in the end, at the end of all of this, you guys, all of you out there, ladies, I hope it inspires you to believe that there are still guys, still good men out there. And I hope some of you guys will step up. And not saying that you're not good men, but you become greater men, okay? And to all of my transgenders, figure out where you fit into all of this, okay? You guys in the LGBTQ community, just figure out where you fit into this, okay? Love you regardless. It's not, you guys know where you fit in as the video series progresses. I don't need to tell you, all right? And again, being an ally, it's not my job to understand you guys. It's you guys' job to understand you. It's my job to go rah, rah, sis, boom, bah in the corner. All right? So, that brings us to the usual spot. Patreon, Teespring. You guys know where to find it. And just remember, you get involved with Patreon, grants you access to Cinnamon's Discord. Along with that, the next thing that I need to remind all of you, get out there and work on a project. Don't care what it is, just do something with yourselves. Remember, idle hands, creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. And as always, every last one of you out there, no one out there has told you that they love you today. Prince Magnum does. God bless you. And have a happy 24. Thank you.